Israeli society is today experiencing something extraordinary. On the face of it, it is extremely disappointing. However, it is a very positive development. All right, stick with me as I help put this all together. I'm referring to the continued saga of the fabricated video accusing IDF soldiers of heinous crimes. This is the biggest scandal in Israel today that is honestly being ignored by the establishment media. So thank God we're not only reliant on the establishment media anymore. Why are they ignoring it? Because it is much more than just a scandal. It's a window into the workings of the deep state in Israel. This isn't just about slander against our holy IDF soldiers. It's about the rot within our institutions, the betrayal of our holy IDF soldiers, and a growing awakening among the people of Israel. Let me explain. A number of months ago, a malicious video was created and leaked to the Israeli nightly news, falsely accusing heroic IDF soldiers of despicable acts against the Hamas terrorists. That fabricated video, in a sense a horrific blood libel, then spread across the globe, viewed billions of times, and inflicted immense diplomatic damage on Israel, which people all over the world labeling IDF soldiers as rapists, as reported by the Israeli news. The government of Israel itself acknowledged the tremendous damage that fabricated video had on Israel. Yet the legal system in Israel and the IDF military leadership have been shamefully silent. The sad thing is that the individuals behind the fabrication of that damning video and its leak to the media are tied to the very legal system that claims to uphold justice in Israel. Yes, people connected to the heads of the legal establishment outside the military and inside the military were the only ones with access to fabricate the video and leak it to the Israeli press, which then leaked all over the world. For months, the legal establishment refused to even open up an investigation to identify who was responsible for creating and distributing that vile piece of propaganda. Now, under immense public pressure in Israel, they finally announced an investigation. But incredibly, in their own official statement, they claim the video caused no harm to Israel, and hence they are not really taking the investigation seriously. No harm. After fueling anti-Israel propaganda, empowering our enemies, and smearing our holy IDF soldiers on the world stage, the legal establishment in Israel still denies the obvious, which is totally incompetence, but it's totally intentional. So that's the legal establishment. What about the chief of staff of the IDF? Where is he all on this? Silent. You would think that with IDF soldiers being slandered on the world stage, that the IDF chief of staff would be out there defending the name and honor of our holy IDF soldiers, that he have his whole senior command out there defending our soldiers. But no, silence from the whole senior command. In contrast, when a civilian released a video criticizing Air Force pilots, the IDF chief of staff responded within moments. When soldiers displayed a simple patch of Mashiach on their IDF uniforms, the IDF chief of staff was shocked and issued a public reprimand. When reservists and officers refused to serve, effectively blackmailing the state of Israel and the people and destroying the army, which led to the October 7th massacre, the chief of staff embraced them, and he was silent about that as well. But when it comes to the brave soldiers of Force 100 being slandered on the world stage based on a fabricated video created by someone within JAG and the Israeli legal establishment, the leadership, suddenly the chief of staff is silent. Each day that passes without the chief of staff demanding an immediate investigation into who created, edited, and leaked that video to the press is another day that the chief of staff and his senior command betrays the trust of the IDF soldiers he's supposed to protect. But everyone, I want you to understand, this isn't just about the silence of the chief of staff. It's about the deep state at work. This video wasn't just an attack on our soldiers, it was an attack on the fabric of our Jewish nation here, returned to our ancestral homeland. The legal system, instead of seeking justice, is shielding those responsible. They are the ones responsible for the fabrication of the video. The military leadership, instead of defending our soldiers, is standing by as their honor is trampled because they are all in cahoots. Their loyalty and the legal establishment, the senior command, is not to the people of Israel or to our holy idea of soldiers. Their loyalty is to the deep state apparatus within the legal and security establishment that is against the will of the people and against this government. With each and every passing day, more Israelis are waking up to this reality. They are seeing the corruption in our institutions, the double standards, and the coordinated efforts that are being done to undermine the foundations of our nation. This fabricated video is just the latest example of how the deep state operates here in Israel, manipulating narratives with the press, protecting its own, and sacrificing the very people who defend our country, all in trying to remain in control and topple a government that represents the true proud Jewish Israeli public. This is why we're fighting for judicial reform. This is why we're demanding our leaders make the necessary changes to the judicial system, because they use the judicial system to hold us all down. It's not just about fixing a broken system. It's about ensuring that the system works for the people, not against us by a tiny elite. With each moment that the legal system and senior IDF command remain silent, more Israelis are waking up to this absurd situation and losing trust in the senior command of the legal establishment and of the security establishment, etc. That's the good news. The deep state might continue to protect itself, but the people of Israel won't stand for it anymore. And their end to the deep state, it's coming. This Sde Teman prison video scandal is a turning point. It's exposing the deep state's grip on our nation and galvanizing a movement for change. The soldiers of Force 100 deserve justice from the justice system. The people of Israel deserve leaders who stand with us and not against them. Together, we are demanding the answers. We will be holding those responsible accountable. And we will continue to wake up more Israelis to the truth, ensuring that our soldiers, our nation, and our future are protected against the tiny elite deep state. They think they are protecting themselves, but with each day, more Israelis are waking up to the truth about them, about their deep state that runs our country despite the will of the people. And we are being brought closer to the day with the changes necessary to get rid of them. The time of we, the people, is coming here in Israel. So I hope this helps better understand beyond the headline news that is not reported about what's going on in Israel. But just like in America, you have a deep state, and the Trump administration is going to be fighting to get rid of the deep state in America that's been trying to get rid of him for years. Well, that is what we are dealing with here in Israel as well. And again, they are just exposing themselves more and more each and every day. And even though the establishment media ignores it, thank God we have an alternative media that is being watched and listened to by more of the Israeli public. So that's where the anger is bubbling, the demand for change is coming from, and where we're going to be bringing about the change. It's all happening, and it's all good. The Jewish people, we are back. We are overcoming our external enemies. We're overcoming our internal challenges. And it's all about stopping the proud Jewish spirit of our ancestral people connected to our ancestral homeland to fulfill our purpose being back here. They're strong, but with each day they are becoming more exposed, and hence they're becoming weakened. And yes, the Sde Teman prison video looks like it's the catalyst that's going to be breaking it all open for a much better future here in the Jewish land of Israel. That's it for today's Pulse of Israel. I hope this helps give you a better understanding of everything going on. If you are not yet a subscriber to our daily, belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect truth about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom-loving world, what are you waiting for? Go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe. And yes, we are a donor-based organization. We need your support. Every once in a while, go to pulseofisrael.com and click on the donate button so we can overcome the censorship and shadow banning that we're up against every day, so that we could be seen by many more people. It's thanks to you. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.